Okay, so here we are, Mike and John show now. It has been the Mike and John show since my third day on the tour. Just to kind of recap, on my third day, I rolled into Monroe, Virginia, uh, to the fire station, trying to find a place to camp for the night. Got caught in the rain for about 10 minutes, and the lieutenant on shift said, got me set up with a place to stay. About 30 minutes later, John comes rolling in, and there we were on my third day in the rain, sitting behind the fire station in Monroe, Virginia. So we talked that night, and kind of before we went to bed, it was like, hey, what are we gonna do tomorrow? You want to ride together? And it was like, sure. So our first full day of riding, we did in full rain gear. It rained, it rained,
and it rained,
and it rained, and it rained.
Yeah.
And I think our first night together, since we knew each other on that, we spent it in a hotel because it had rained and rained and rained all day. So we got to that hotel. I don't remember exactly what town it was off the top of my head, but it wasn't raining. We got all our gear out, dried everything out. The tents were just sopping wet, and that was our first full day riding together. We're now on day, let me see here.
I think it's 62 for me.
Let's see. Let me look here. 60. Yeah. It would have been today's day 63. So we've been riding together for 60 days. Somewhere along the line, John and I got to talk. We found that our riding styles were the same. A lot of the ways we perceive things was the same. Our ideas were the same.
Our cadence, that's important.
Yeah. Physically, we just stayed together, not because we chose to, it's because physically we were able to ride. We ride at the same pace. Our styles are really, really close to one another, which makes riding together a lot easier.
Yeah.
And then as we talk, is like we like to ride early in the morning because we, try to be efficient and effective with our time, dealing with the problems that we're going to deal with. And we found that we thought the same on that. And we got to talking. Originally, you all know that I was going to go a different route, and we chose to ride together to Missoula, which is where we're at now. And then last night we had a warm showers host in Hamilton.
Yes.
Forgot what state we were in.
Montana.
Montana. And we just talked to Regina. She was originally from Germany. Her and Mike was in the military, her husband, and she tours all over the place. So we got talking about the rest of our tour, and Regina was telling us about the Pacific Coast Trail that she just got done doing, and she says, you're gonna really, really want to ride the Oregon coast. She says it's absolutely beautiful, and she's ridden the route that I wanted to go, and she says if I had two routes to ride, she would ride the Pacific Coast because it was so much nicer than the other route.
And Lolo, and through Idaho, and the canyon. She says that's a must too.
So what we have here is John's version 1, my version 3. So what does that mean? We changed the routes. Today I got it set up where John. Let me back up. John's wife Jessica he'd been working on this for a couple weeks to meet him in Astoria, and now what's really nice is John and I are going to finish in Astoria, and both our wives are going to be there to greet us when we get done. So this is my version 3 of my tour, and to be truthfully honest with you, I'm real happy to make these changes. I've enjoyed riding with John. It's been a wonderful experience, and I honestly believe that we will probably, just because this tour is over doesn't mean that our bike riding will be over. I really like riding with him.
Yep, likewise,
And I could see us doing other tours together in the future. So we've become good friends. We've been together every day, 24 hours a day for 60 days. And it's a real testament of the friendship that we've built on this bike trip. So yeah, there you have it. This will be the final change.
You can't change anything else. Even Adventure Cycling Association, which, you know, they're big on cycling, especially bicycle touring. They were very impressed with our story. They actually wanted to do pictures of us separately and together. They're black and white, and we have a good chance of being in the magazine. So we're keeping our fingers crossed.
Yeah.
And they were very impressed with our story. So that speaks volumes right there.
Yeah.
For two people that didn't know anybody, like Mike said, to all of a sudden ride together, and when everybody hears a story, and they're like, wow. And like I said, for adventure cycling to be that impressed. So regardless, we get the pictures of what they actually have a professional photographer. So no matter what, you know, we got pictures. That's cool.
And two, you know, most people just ride maybe 2 or 3 days together, and like I said, I can't imagine not riding with John. What I think what is more amazing is every person that we talk to, especially like the warm showers or different people we talk to along the way if we're at a campground or something. They see how we interact, and their first instinct is these guys known each other for a long time.
Yes.
And when we tell them we've known each other less than 60 days,
they're like, what?
They're like, yeah.
Everybody thinks we started together. We passed. I said no. I said 60 days ago. I didn't know this guy. And they're like, what? Yep.
Yeah.
So no, I likewise, like I said, I really enjoyed riding with Mike, and we've had fun. And we're definitely gonna do other trips, but we're staying focused, and you know, we're gonna get this done. And it's hard to believe we've come this far in a short amount of time. And
we still got a ways to go.
Yeah,
maybe 800 to 1,000 miles.
It's
somewhere around there.
A little over 900.
900 miles. There you go. So yeah, we're not going to be done in 2 or 3 days.
18 to be exact.
Yeah, we have to be.
Knock on wood.
Yeah, because that's when the wives are going to show up. Somebody needs to be there if the wives are there. So
we only have to average 55 miles in the next 18 days, so that's not hard. That's the nice thing is it's manageable, and we can enjoy the trip. And like Mike said, by starting early, we beat the heat, we beat the wind, a lot of traffic, so it pays off. We have the rest of the afternoon to work on these blogs. By the way, just so everybody knows, Mike spends an awful lot of time doing his editing, downloading, so
you guys can see what we're doing.
Don't take it for granted. This guy puts in a lot of work, and I know Rodney and Dwayne, they saw it firsthand, and they were impressed with all the time that Mike spends with his blogs and all that, his YouTube videos. So.
Yeah, and of course, most of you know, John's got the videos on Facebook, I do the YouTube, and what's nice is it's about both of us, but you get two different perspectives on the same story. So we really hope, that you're enjoying both John and I's posts, and then even the little check-ins on Facebook that we both do about different things that we see and things that happen along the way.
The statistics.
Statistics, yeah.
It's like even today's story, it's like, here I was just talking out loud to myself about how this one bike path had 5 different intersections and nothing was labeled. And the guy next to us said, hey, you guys going on adventure cycling? And now we're staying at their place for the next day and a half because we couldn't find any other place to stay. He just happened to give us his name and number because he knew we were going to have issues. So he goes, if you get in a pinch, call me. And sure enough, so.
Not only did he give us tonight, we told him what we needed to do yet. He says, why don't you stay another night and get it all done? Yeah. So again, I know this is a separate video on its own, but a huge thank you to Kurt and Tiffany for helping us out when the stuff that we're doing in the next day and a half is it's about getting home at that point. It's no longer about the bike trip, it's about getting home. The logistics, you know, I got, you know, I got to fly Jackie out here. John's already got Jessica set up to fly out here, but then, you know, we're gonna go see two friends of mine, one in Seattle and one in Spokane, and I still got to get, you know, flights home from Spokane. There's all kinds of issues. You know, John was having problems with rental cars, but we've worked all that out.
Yeah.
And so yeah,
the last 24 hours
has been a whirlwind.
It's just been a complete like 180, but in a good way, because like I said, now Mike, he'll be able to finish the route, and like Regina said, our Warm Showers host, it would be a shame to come this far and not experience some of the prettiest parts of the route, and just to say
the entire route. Right. You know, the other route that I was going to take was longer, but I completed from end to end, from terminal point to terminal point to Trans Am. So no one can take that away. So yeah, there you go.
And our hosts are home.
Yep.
Your timing is perfect. We were shooting our YouTube video.
Oh, all right.